Have you ever been asked a question and needed a few seconds before you could answer? Or after meeting someone, you go home and replay the conversation again and again, thinking, I should have said that instead. In group conversations, especially with 3 or more people, you may find it hard to find the right moment to speak. By the time you are ready, the conversation has already moved on. If this sounds familiar, you may have told yourself things like this. Maybe I'm bad at communication. I should be more outgoing. Maybe I'm not built for this kind of society. But today, I want to pause here and ask a different question. Is this really a problem of ability? Or could it be a problem of conditions? The idea I want to share today comes from a Japanese book called The Kindest Guide to Introversion, written by Yukari Inoue, a Japanese psychological counselor. In her work, introversion is not treated as something to fix or overcome. Instead, it is described as a natural psychological trait that often struggles in environments designed for extroverts. Her central question is simple but important. What if the problem is not who you are, but where and how you are being evaluated? The core message of the book is this. Introversion is not weakness. It is a different way of processing the world. Many introverts suffer not because they lack skill, but because they are standing on the wrong playing field. Today, I'd like to talk about 3 things. First, what actually causes introverts to feel exhausted. Second, why this is so often misunderstood. And third, how introverts can grow without forcing themselves to become someone else. Introverts tend to feel drained in very specific situations. When quick answers are expected, when conversations move fast, when schedules are full and there is no quiet time to recover. In those moments, many introverts notice similar signs. Their thinking slows down. They feel pressure or panic. And later, they feel deeply tired. This is often explained as low confidence or poor social skill. But that explanation misses a key point. Introverts usually process information internally first. They think, organize, and then speak. This means their ability depends on timing and space. When the environment rewards speed and constant reaction, introverts are judged before their strengths have time to appear. What looks like weakness is often just a mismatch between the person and the situation. The engine is not broken. The road simply doesn't fit. So why do introverts so often blame themselves? Because modern society tends to reward visible behavior. People who speak quickly, people who talk a lot, people who can think out loud in front of others. These traits are easy to notice and easy to evaluate. In contrast, abilities like deep thinking, careful judgment, or building trust one-on-one take time to show results. They are quieter, and because they are quieter, they are often underestimated. Over time, this creates an unspoken rule. This is what successful people look like. Introverts, especially serious and responsible ones, tend to accept this rule without question. They try to adapt. They try to behave more like extroverts. But here is the problem. When introverts copy extroverted behavior, their performance often becomes worse, not better. They use most of their energy just to keep up with the environment, leaving little room for thinking, insight, or creativity. What they are comparing is not ability, but the playing field itself. As long as that difference remains invisible, introverts continue to believe that something is wrong with them. So what is the alternative? This is not about giving up, and it is not about staying the same forever. The idea is this. You don't need to reach your ideal self by following the same route as extroverts. Introverts can grow by choosing conditions that match their natural way of thinking. The first and most important condition is time. Quiet, uninterrupted time is not a luxury for introverts. It is basic infrastructure. One practical step is very small. Schedule doing nothing alone before your calendar fills up, not as a reward, not only when you have extra time, but as a requirement. This is not avoidance. It is preparation. When introverts have time to recover, their real strengths return. Clear thinking, structure, careful language, deep understanding. Growth does not disappear. It simply happens after recovery, not before. That order matters. Let's bring this together. Introverts do not struggle because they are less capable. They struggle because they are judged by rules designed for someone else. This is not about rejecting extroverts. It is about stopping the habit of forcing yourself to grow on the wrong field. You don't need to fight harder. You need a field that fits you. Different playing field, different rules, same dignity. If you have been feeling quietly exhausted, start by protecting your time. That small decision is not weakness. It is the most rational way for an introvert to move forward.